Next topic of our interest is image resizing. So that is image resizing. So I hope you guys have done the profile picture thing. If not, I can't seriously help if you do not do it. So if you have done it and if you have sent it back to me, then I can tell you guys how to fix some errors over there. If not, I can't seriously help you guys. So the reason why I ask you guys to do assignments, because you make mistakes, you learn from mistakes, so that I can explain you what mistakes you're doing. So that's the only reason I ask you guys to do those assignments. If you don't do it, you can never ever find out the mistakes. And trust me, in your jobs there will be anybody who can clear these questions, your doubts, or there will be no one who can rectify your mistakes. So use Tutor's Live. That's the reason. Have some practice time, do it. If you could not do it, come back to me and say, hey, this is where I got stuck, help me out. Yeah, so let's do image resizing. So what our application will be like this: we upload the original image. Keeping the original image, we do 50 by 50, 100 by 100, and 150 by 150 size images. Okay, this is original image. We name it as single name only. Everything will be under this name. Say the name which I give, let's say image. Okay, and this will be, the name of this will be image 50/50, because it's 50 by 50. Okay, the name of this will be image 100, or let's say 100. Okay, if tomorrow you are changing it, let's say 100 by 80, name it as 180. It's up to you. I don't have any restrictions on the naming of images, but this makes sense. Like tomorrow you can pick them up easily. So this is image 150 150. So for this, what we're gonna do is there is a file online which does this job, so we use that. Okay, we use that. As a process, we'll be learning about a function called base name. Okay, we'll learn about a file called base name, sorry, a function called base name. And what else we'll be learning? That's it. We won't be learning anything else than this. Okay, so we'll do the same we'll continue this with the yesterday's program, and we'll see how it can work out. Okay, so did you guys download yesterday's files? If not, just download them. And one more thing I forgot to tell you guys, that I'm gonna delete every file on the website. So better download every file now as soon as it gets uploaded, because as soon as I start a new batch, I won't be keeping these files. I don't want to crunch my system. And the other good news is that all the videos are with me. They are not more than 16 GB. So interested guys can ping me saying, okay, you get a pen drive with that information. So just pay the money for the pen drive. That's it. So you will be getting a 16 GB pen drive that will be with you forever, including the videos and the class files and the assignments and interview questions. Okay, so keep that in mind. So just pay for the pen drive's cost, and you'll be getting a beautiful pen drive with all the files. You don't have to download them again from this. I don't know. Let me see. 16 GB pen drive. So if I get them in bulk, let's do it at the cost price itself. Let's find it out. I'll find it out. Okay. So yeah, this is it. So let's start doing it. So I'm gonna ask you one question which I felt to ask. So I'm gonna ask you a question. My screen is not shared, right? Okay. So yeah, answer this question. Let's see how intelligent you are, how smart you can be. Let's see this. So the question is, what is the first thing you do when you have a doubt in PHP? Okay, so the options here go like this. Google the question, Google the doubt you got, or come to Tutors Live and use Tutors Live to post your question and get an answer, or visit php.net website and get an answer, or visit stackoverflow.com to get an answer. So what's the first thing you do when you have a doubt in PHP or when you have a question in PHP? So that's the question. So option 2. Okay. Great, guys. So you just picked up the wrong answer. Okay, the right answer is go to php.net. Okay, if you have any question in PHP, go to php.net, search for the relevant function. Suppose you have a doubt in array functions. Okay, so you have something to do, go search for it. If you don't find an answer, then the next stop is Google it, or you can Tutors Live it too, like post the question on Facebook so that anybody can answer it. Okay, so the first and foremost thing you're supposed to do is go to php.net. That's the website you are supposed to look at. It has tons of information, tons and tons of information. Okay, so yeah, that summarizes it. Fairly, we have so much of questions here. So let's see. Exactly, this is the problem. This is the problem everybody has. You don't know it. So people don't know how to search for answers. It's fair and simple. Okay, this is again from experience. This experience again. Now, suppose what I do, I'll give you an experience from my side. Okay, so what happened was I was doing Angular. So I don't know any terminology of Angular. Trust me. All I know is like a little bit of Angular code. Every time it says ng select ng bind. So I had this requirement where I have to load some data from database using Angular model. Okay, this is what I know. What I've done, went on to Google. First thing you're supposed to do is like plain and simple, your direct question: how to load data in Angular. That's it. You don't know model, you don't know anything. How to load data in Angular from database. This is your first question. So you get results. You did not find an answer, but those results will give at least an idea that okay, this is not the right thing to search for. So when you search for it, it gives something like it says about model, it says about okay URL, it says about something else. Now you know what exactly it is. You click on model, you click on URL, you click on everything. So as soon as you click, read it first. First thing you're supposed to do it. You won't be understanding any piece of code. Trust me, code is a mystery. But the text they write, okay, you are doing this wrong, you are doing that wrong in Google. No, it's not your question yet. It's just somebody's question, somebody's answering it. Okay, stackoverflow.com. That's the website where you have to look for answers for logic. Okay, Stack Overflow is not for syntax, but Stack Overflow is right for logic. how to use logic. So they answer the questions, check the answers, get them, see the answers. If anything fits your question, fine, fantastic, or else refine your search. Now how do you refine? You have figured out that okay, there is some guy who is using model to get data from database, but your requirement is how to use a query, let's say. Okay, now how to use a query in Angular using model. This is your second question. So first question, you figured out how the data comes from database. The second, now the query. So you search for it. Now you got the query. Fine, you got the query, but still you need it in, suppose you have to restrict. You have to do a for each in Angular, let's say. Then you got the data. Then what's next? What the next question is how to loop the data which has come from a model in AngularJS. Plain and simple English. Write it down, no problem. Google can take any big data as a question. So now you figured out this is how you just walk through your questions, refine your questions until you find an answer. I hope that makes sense too. So that's why try it. Okay, give it a try. This is how I do. I don't know, seriously. I don't know what an accordion is. Do you guys know what an accordion is? So do you guys know what an accordion? I'll spell it. Yes, for errors, copy the error and paste it in Google. That's it. Plain and simple. Copy the error, and always if it's a PHP error, put PHP at the last. Error PHP, error MySQL, error jQuery. So you guys know anything about this accordion? You think you know about accordion, so don't think, just tell. Yes? Okay. Unless and until you don't know this word, you can't really search for it. Right? So you know what it does? When we click the title, it expands. When you click on it again, it contracts. Okay? So unless you know the functionality, so you can't really search like, click on title open, click on title close, you won't get the answer. When you say how to use accordion, then only you can find an answer. So there will be some cases you are supposed to know about the terms. Okay, that comes from seniors. So accordion, carousel, the front end words. Okay, now when you don't know what is image resize, you can't search for image resize, right? So you can say how to make image, big image, small, into 50 pixels will give an answer, but that has a simple term. How to do image resize? It's more precise, more concrete, you get better answers. Okay, so sometimes knowing the terms will help you. Sometimes if you don't know, just write whatever, type as much as you can. Okay, so that's it. That's about Google. How to Google for answer. So the biggest task is not the question, the biggest task is the answer. You will get tons of answers. Which answer to be used? How do you know? When you click for carousel, there will be hundreds of carousels, jQuery carousels. So Google gives first 10. So what people usually tend to do is like click on the first one. They just click on the first one and they get satisfied. So that's where the SEO, why SEO is famous, because people always they don't go beyond the first 10 results of Google. So everybody try to be on that first page of Google. So most cases first page they find the answer. Okay, that's why SEO is very 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 important. If you have a website and if you don't know how to do SEO, that's it, you're gone. Then you have to hire a digital marketing guy, SEO guy, SEM guy. Oh, there's a lot of things over there. So I won't talk about that. I know how to do SEO. Okay, first thing. So let's take our yesterday's program here. So I'm closing our CodeIgniter. I'm closing our Blogger. So image process.php. Here we are getting the image. Let's see if you are getting the image or not. So I'll just download some images here. Let's say Google. What we do here? What we look for? Look for flowers. Let's take flowers. So we'll take just something called beautiful here. I don't know. So one image, two image, three image, 4, 5. Okay, let's do this. So oops, save, desktop. So here, so in this class we'll see how to rename the file too. Okay, since it has a very big name. So and this is not clear, I don't want it. Even this guy says click on something to get a high resolution picture. Oh, even this guy is, and this guy, so I don't want to click. This looks good, this looks good, and this looks good. So yeah, this is good image. So I'll save this, and that's not clear, so this is crystal clear. I'll save this too. I close. Oh, this is super clear. I close. I'll save. And this is also nice. So here it is. Alright, so we have flowers there. So here the folder name. Okay, it has a folder name. Inside the folder name I want to save in 3 different, what you call, in 3 different sizes. Okay, so here we are processing it. Okay, what we are doing here is we are just checking for the allowed types, then we are getting the image name. Now I really don't want the image name here this time, because we are changing the image name. So what I do here is I'll give the image name equal to flower. Okay, I'm giving the image name as flower. So the folder, images folder, make direct destination, image name, everything is coming up, and here location is image.php, and everything is really good. Okay, everything is really good. Now we don't need extensions for anything. No need of extensions. Don't worry about extensions, because it can still read it. Let's see how it can read it. So here I'll just browse. Let's browse this. I'll say this is yellow flower. Okay, I'll say just yellow and upload it. So what happened? Oh, I'm in the wrong file. Refresh. Yellow is a folder. So I click here. You see, yellow flower has come here without extension. And let's see what's the name of it. This is something curious, right? The name of the file. So htdocs image uploader is our file, and images yellow. You see here, flower. No extension, nothing. Don't worry about extensions. Okay, so now we have to resize it. For that, as I told you guys, that I have found a file online which is called this one. So image underscore resize. So I'll copy it, I'll put inside our image uploader, So I'll paste here. Okay, I have pasted it there. So in the process, after this, I'll say include. I have to include it. Include image underscore resize dot php. Okay, image underscore resize dot php. So I have a thing here. Oh, what's happening here? What is this thing doing here? Oh, this everything should go inside this. Okay. Okay, so I come back here, you copy this. So after everything is done, okay, this is the thing we are supposed to do. Okay, so here file you want to resize. Which file you want to resize? I want to resize this. I want to resize this dot okay, this dot. So which file it is? Flower, right? Flower. Okay, so the first one is which file you want to resize. I want to resize this file which is just uploaded. Now the second is always null. Okay, second is always null. Remember, what is the width? The first time the width is 50 by 50, right? So the width is 50, the height is 50. Then the next is keep image proportion true or false. So image proportion is nothing but, we'll see that. So first thing I'll say false. First time I'll say false. Then output file name it says. So the output file name is flower underscore 5050. Then delete original. So do you want to delete original? I don't want to delete the original file. I'll say false. Then the next is false. Okay, that's a different thing. And quality. So quality is always 100. That means if I say quality is 100, that means don't manipulate the quality. That's what it says. Okay, so let's do this. I'll just delete the entire folder here, yellow folder. I've deleted. So come back here. I'll refresh this and browse. So this time let's edit. Okay, let's do one more thing here. So inside this session, okay, inside this session, I'll image underscore name dot underscore 5050. Okay, let's put the small image there first. Let's see if it's resizing it or not. So let's do the same yellow flower, yellow and upload. Image underscore type on 7. Okay. So my bad, I have to put them outside. So here the folder is yellow. Okay, I'll say upload. Okay, it has come, but there's something problem here. So yellow flower underscore 5050, it's there. Did it resize? So image uploader, images yellow, or it did not resize. Flower underscore 5050. Okay, smart underscore resize image, the image destination, that is the, oh, I'm sorry, so I have to give the complete path here again. So I have to give the complete path, my bad. See, this is how you learn it. So it has uploaded the picture. I'll show you where it has uploaded the picture. Maybe here. Okay, did you see that? It has uploaded there. So I have to give the complete destination. So I deleted it again. Okay, I'll refresh this. I'll browse. Hello. So hello. Upload. You see that? That's a small size. 50 pixel by 50 pixel. The resolution, the proportion is, you can see it here. Okay, let me just do this thing. Localhost image uploader, and let's go to images. Hello. So we have the original file. So let me show the original file first. This is the original file. Okay, and I'll copy this, I'll paste, and I'll say 50 50. Okay, if you can see it here, it has cropped. Since the proportion is not maintained, it has cropped it. It has just picked up only this area. Okay, that's the original image, and this is. Now let me change one setting here. So instead of this false, okay, I'll say true. Okay, let me just paste that again so that you guys will have an idea what is what. So here I'll just paste that. So now what I have done is keep image proportion true. So don't crop it. Don't crop it. That's what I'm telling it. So though there is an image, let's try to upload again the same image to the same folder. I'll say browse this. Okay, let's to see a difference, I'm going to change it. Okay, so I'll say blue, something like that, blue. Now you see that. Okay, I'll just type it here, the same file. Instead of hello, it's blue, right? Blue. Now you can see here the difference between this and this. Okay, this has shrunk the image, whereas this did not. That's the only difference. So this is how you keep different proportions of images. Okay, I'm going to explain one more time. No mystery in this. I'll upload this file, image underscore resize. Just include, do not open it, because if you open it, this is what you see in here. It's a huge code. The underlying code is all the GD. GD is a image library of PHP. Okay, we don't need the underlying code over there. What we really need is only one function, only one and one, like this. Okay, what is the file you want to resize? Complete destination, complete path. Then the next is null. Okay, this might be this. Okay, I'll explain those factors too. So the first is the file you want to resize. Okay, the second is when you give a URL, instead of the file name you can also give URLs. So that's the reason it's null. Now it's not a URL. Okay, the image data as a string. Then the next is width, next is height, proportional, keep image proportional, false. So if you don't keep it, it will just crop everything off. Then output, the file name, what should be the output name for you? The file name. So in this case we have named as flower underscore 5050. Now delete original. Do you want to delete the original file? No, I don't want to delete the original file. Hence I have given false there. You see here, here I don't want to delete the original file, so I said false. Okay, then the next is use Linux commands. Why Linux commands? Because if you want to delete it, if this is true, then this should be like true if you are using a Linux machine, because Linux need permissions to delete some files. Okay, so I'm gonna paste this again here in the class. so that you guys will have a good idea. So what do you think about image resize now? So it's pretty much simple. Most of the people struggle over there at that part. So it's as simple as that. Every time keep that file with you. What is the file I upload today? It will be useful. Okay, so any time if you have to use image resizing, just use that. Okay, so this is the function which is supposed to be used with image resizing. Okay, so keep this file with you anytime if you want to resize. Now I don't want 50-50, I want 100 by 100. Let's see. So I'm gonna screen share. It's not that hard, right? Image resize. So all you gotta like keep this only one thing in mind. So only one thing in mind if you want to resize the image. So this is the only one thing. Okay, and for interviews nobody will be asking you how to resize an image. Only when you go for a job you may find this thing. So why I told this, because people who this won't be nobody teaches you this. You have to Google yourself and find it out. But yeah, and application is important too. So here instead of this 100, okay, so here also 100. So what I'm supposed to change? Only these two. So you can maintain everything as constant and keep only few things that can be changed. Okay, now what if I want 4 different files? I can do that too. So let me close everything here. Okay, so browse. So this time I have different file. So maybe let's do this. So this time the file is garden, let's say the folder name garden. Okay, now it's 100. Okay, I want to make 50 to the same folder again. Let's see what happens if we do it for the same folder. Okay, so browse, same picture, let's say garden. I'll upload. What happened here? Oh, I have to change this name. Oops. So let me browse garden, upload. That's it, 50-50. Okay, let's go to that folder and see garden. It has 100, 50, 150. What are the size you want? It all depends upon your application. Okay, if you want big size images, use the original image. If you want only thumbnail, use thumbnail. If you want use a different size, use different. Okay, so as nowadays it's all about responsive designs, right? So you have to just resize your images to fit to different devices. So that's where the concept of resizing has come, and that is the reason why I started teaching image resizing, because it's not all important, but nowadays it's really important for people who keep responsive web designing in their mind. So your designer may ask you, hey, I can't give you different sizes of images, but you do yourself. You did by yourself. How do you do it by yourself? This is how you do it by yourself. Okay, so I'll make this file available, and there is one more thing I want to show you guys. So any questions here? Am I clear? Okay.